Hello everybody and welcome to Pick a Stack Wednesday, best day of the week. We're starting off with some golden singing bell today. Charging up me, you, crystals, leaves, trees, Althea who's looking out the window right there, the cards. It's charging up everything. And it feels glorious. The sun is starting to poke through, which is awesome. We can always use some sunshine. If you're new to Pick a Stack, what we do here is you think of an idea, issue, or question pertaining to yourself, your loved ones, your community, or the world, and then you choose a stack. So I will post the picture of the 3 decks, and I will show you those in 1 second. Today we have stack number 1 is Druid Craft Tarot. This is by Philip and Stephanie Cargam. That's stack number 1. Stack number 2 is Beyond Lemuria. That is Izzy Ivy. And stack number 3 is The Tarot of Dragons. That is by Sean Mackenzie. So, the Druids, the Lemurians, and the Dragons. You come up with whatever you need an answer to. Choose a stack. I highly encourage you to listen to the whole video because there might be something in stack number 3 that resonates with you, but you chose stack number 1. Okay? So, let's just dive right in. And while I'm shuffling, if you are feeling tired, exhausted, like overly exhausted, overwhelmed, or you have lots of new body aches and pains, you are not alone. These are ascension symptoms, and holy cow, they are super intense right now. All right, spirit guides. Thank you for giving me 1 card from the Druid Craft Tarot deck for everybody. So I've already meditated this morning. And this is the one. Okay, so today we get the 5 of Cups in stack number 1. The 5 of Cups. Cups represent pentacles, coins. Oh, excuse me. Why did I say that? Cups represent emotions and flowing. Wow. Okay. I just have to say, if you're also feeling scatterbrained, there's a lot. We're being inundated with so much data and information from out there. To me, it's like I'm in a movie theater with 100 movies playing at the same time, and there are 100 different movies, and I'm getting little bits of each one. So if you're feeling that way, that's part of stack number 1, because I said pentacles instead of cups. Cups are all about emotions. There's water represented here because cups are associated with water. They're associated with, Archangel Gabriel. In this picture, there is this hooded figure looking out on the water, and there's like a fish jumping out of the water with some kind of little crocodile chasing it. And also, there's 5 cups. So what's interesting is this hooded figure is not looking at the cups, not the 3 cups that are turned over down here, and not the 2 cups that are upright over here. In other words, we're ignoring our emotions because, oh look, squirrel. Yeah, there is a lot of that going on. If you haven't done the healing work yet, you need to do the healing work. The healing work is, do not allow yourself to be distracted by that shiny object over there, or by the crocodile chasing the fish, or the squirrel in the tree, or the sale at Macy's, or whatever it is. This is where we need to be focusing our attention. Because when we heal our emotions, our emotional body, our physical body heals itself. Because every physical ailment we have, except for ascension symptoms, okay, it all stems from some emotional trauma. It can be from something that happened in this lifetime. It could be yesterday. It could be when you were a baby, or anything in between. Or it could be another lifetime that you carried into this lifetime because you needed to heal it. The example I always like to use is, my fear of drowning and being in large bodies of water. I had to heal that so I could move on. And it wasn't from this lifetime. There were a lot of instances in this lifetime that were trying to get my attention that had to do with water. But ultimately, I had to go and do a past life regression so I could find out what the heck is going on. And then I realized, oh, okay, I have to heal that. And I got the opportunity to heal that when I took that haunted tour on that ship in California. And they pretend like the ship is going down. Yeah, it was like reliving my past trauma. But you know what? I healed that part of me. So this card is saying, if you have not worked on those traumas that you're carrying around, you got to do it. And you're running out of time, you guys. We got to do this now. I can't stress this enough. People are like, oh, we got plenty of time. We got plenty of time. No, we don't. You need to heal this stuff now. Stop carrying it around. I feel like I have to stand up and like raise my voice, and I don't want to do that because, well, that's not me. But we need to be healing those aspects of ourselves that we are ignoring. Whether it's a relationship in this lifetime, it could be a relationship with a significant other, your children, yourself, your parents or grandparents or great-grandparents, or it could be something from another lifetime. But we're coming to the eye of the needle. And that means we, each individual, have to be clean and small. What do I mean by that? We have to be clean, like get rid of the demons, get rid of the bad habits, get rid of the need to have your ego stroked all the time and external validation, and realize that you alone are this super powerful being of light. You don't need baggage. No baggage will fit through the eye of the needle. And we need to do this ASAP. This is the message that I'm getting, and I've been getting it for quite a while, and I keep trying to tell people, this is what we need to do. But now my guides are like, no, stand up and shout, because they're not doing it. And I'm not saying everybody. There's things that it's like, oh, that'll be painful. Yes, it will. But what's more painful is carrying it around. If you can just deal with it and be done, you can go, take that heavy sigh of relief, and you can move on, and you can feel happiness and joy in your heart because you're not carrying around all that heavy baggage. So that's what this card is all about. If you chose stack number 1, this is stop allowing yourself to be distracted by whatever it is you're being distracted by, and focus on your healing. And so I have to say that in the beginning I said pentacles. Now pentacles is earth energy. It's money, it's material possessions, it's stuff. And I feel like my guides made me say that on purpose. Of course, there's no accidents. Because a lot of times that's the stuff that weighs us down too. I'm in the process of cleaning out my whole house. I've been in this building for 10 years, and I've accumulated so much stuff. And every time something goes out the door, it's like the whole building lifts up a little bit. And I lift up a little bit. And it feels great. Stuff is baggage as well. We don't need that emotional attachment to stuff. Stuff does not make me whole. Okay? If there's a big hole right here, stuff isn't going to fill that. I'm still going to have that hole right here. What's going to fill this is love. Self-love. I don't need to go look for an affirmation from somebody else. I can love myself. And that's what fills that hole. I can talk to God, Great Spirit, Creator. Thank you for filling the hole in my heart. I can ask my higher self, what do I need to feel whole and complete? It's not material possessions. It's not. And if you are so emotionally tied to your material possessions, you can't fit through the eye of the needle. That is stack number 1. Work on healing yourself. Okay? Let go of the distractions. Let's do some golden singing bell. That was pretty intense. The tree is full of leaves already. Isn't that glorious? They're all getting green. The hostas are up by over a foot tall already. My daylilies are up. There's lilies of the valley right there. And there's columbine over there. Yeah, it's amazing. All right, if you chose stack number 2, remember your card is going to be from Beyond Lemuria. Beyond Lemuria. What do the Lemurians have to tell us today? Oh, you know, the one thing they're going to tell us is we are love. We are deserving of feeling loved. We need to love ourselves first so that others can love us. We need a higher love. Put it out there. Thank you for the higher love, higher dimensional love. That love that comes from out there. That is the amazing love feeling. Wow. When they send that in, I can get high as a kite. Who needs drugs? All right, Lemurians. Thank you for giving me one card. What does everybody need to hear today? What does everybody need to hear today? That one? Okay. Card number 32. Interesting. We had the 5 of Cups. Now we have card number 32 in stack number 2. 3 plus 2 is 5, so we have another 5. This is called Internal Explorer. Internal Explorer. Let's see what the book says about 32. Let's put the glasses on. These are becoming a necessity now. Because the print is small. Yeah, that's it. When we stop looking outside ourselves and surrender to a soft inner focus, we have access to unlimited information and resources. When we stop thinking with the glass ceiling of our intellect, we have access to multi-dimensional wisdom from the collective consciousness. Have you ever felt in total flow? Perhaps when speaking about something profound that you have total faith in, you have heard your words articulately unfold. At other times when you have doubt, you must watch your words and they come out disjointed, only hinting at what you are trying to say. You are invited to explore the state of flow. This card is also a reminder that you are an infinitely amazing being who can access collective consciousness, especially when you surrender some control to the greater process or get out of your own way. You have the permission you felt you needed. So go within and explore because wonderful gifts are awaiting you. Stack number 1 was stop being distracted over here and work on your emotional body, which is, by the way, going inside. Here's an affirmation in stack number 2 that we need to be working on ourselves on the inside, not accumulating things. You know, I have to say, I did this rock show this last weekend, and normally when I go to a rock show, because that's my happy place, right? There's rocks and other people who like rocks. I allow myself to shop with abandon. Just, hey, if I see a pretty rock, you know, it's mine. And it's like quantity is a big part of that, you know, because he or she who has the most rocks when they die wins, right? But it wasn't like that at the rock show this time. I was very, very selective in what I was bringing home. And while I was doing it, I was even kind of watching myself and being amazed, like, wow, you're not buying that one and that one and that one and that one? What's up, girl? But I was being very selective, like, what do I really need? And maybe that one there needs to come home with me. In other words, it needs me. Or it needs me to get it to where it needs to go. So, you know, the times are changing. Our frequencies are hopefully rising up. Mine is, there's ascension symptoms. There's not finding pleasure in the same things you used to do. I'm having issues with that. Like, okay, I get a day off. What do I want to do? And then I sit there and I go, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. What would bring me joy? I'm not really sure anymore. I know I don't like big crowds of people. Like, I literally have a hard time with it now. I didn't used to have that. So we're changing. And this card is saying go inside of yourself and, you know, maybe find out what does bring you joy. Puppies and kitties, babies, other people's babies, being out in nature, going for a walk, getting your hands in the soil. You know, it doesn't have to be something major. It can just be literally going over there to that little garden and raking the leaves. Okay, I don't rake the leaves because I know that's mulch. But if that's what makes you happy, then do that. If you really enjoy mowing the lawn, you can come over and do mine. But yeah, I'm just kidding. I actually love mowing the lawn. And I talk to the flowers and the plants and everything while I'm doing it. Excuse me. So go inside yourself. Find out what your likes are now. Your new likes, your new dislikes. Lawnmower. It's okay to not like the same things that you used to like. It's okay to change. Don't think it's a bad thing, like, oh man, I just don't like doing that anymore. Well, then don't do it. I mean, unless it's like paying bills. You know, you got to do that, I suppose. Or you could get rid of whatever it is that you have to pay the bills for. But find out who you are. Because you are not the same person you were a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 50 years ago. You're not the same person. So why would you like the same things? Right? There's some key words that go with each one of these cards. And this one says, flow. Accessing infinite information by going within. You know, when I channel from out there. My channel is very clear because I have practiced and practiced and practiced. And I have asked them to come to me, the ones from the light. I didn't just, I was gonna say, I didn't just come this way. Maybe I did, but I don't know, because it wasn't until later that I started doing this kind of stuff. But work on getting that connection between you and your spirit guides from the light, and you and the archangels from the light, and you and God, creator, source, great spirit, whoever resonates with you. Work on getting that channel clean and clear. Life gets so much easier. Should I turn left or right? My guides go, turn right. Okay. All right, there's a reason. And then no, there's a reason for everything. Everything. Like in stack 1, me talking about pentacles when I should have been talking about cups. There was a reason, because I needed that information later. Breaking free from limiting intellect. The intellect is, that's our left brain. That's logical, analytical. That's processes. That's all the rules from our society. Break free from that, because it's way more fun over here in the right brain and in the heart, where you're living from love, not from a program. This is a computer program. This is love. I'd rather live here. This card also talks about creative boldness. Boldness. Live with boldness. Don't shrink away and be that tiny little flower that's barely opening over there. Be a big frickin' rainbow colored flower that is in your front yard. Like the big metal one that I have. That's the kind of flower we gotta be. Why? Because that's who you are. You're squished down into this human suit. This isn't me. This is just the vehicle I chose. The me that's in here is huge. Yeah. Just like you. You already hold the key. I love that. You already hold the key to whatever it is you need, or wherever you need to go. So that, my dear, is stack number 2. All right. I talked about going to the rock show. I did bring one of mine. This is a piece of obsidian. And I don't, see, it's not just regular, oh, there we go. Can you see that? This is silver sheen obsidian. This one just screamed at me and said, oh yeah, I'm coming home with you. I said, okay. That is really good for psychic protection, which is why it is with me. I mean, I already have my power stone on, which is moldavite, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of moldavite on. Because I can. I love me some moldavite in the morning. You guys can have your coffee. I'll take my moldavite. Alright, if you chose stack number 3, we're going to talk to the dragons. Alright, dragons, do you have a message for us today? Oh! It's not a 5. Now, this is a major arcana card. It's card number 4. So I have to point this out. Stack number 1 was a 5. Stack number 2 was a 5. Stack number 3 is a 4. This means 2 things to me. 555 is a big change coming. And I've been seeing that a lot lately. So this is 554, which is like, we're just about to that change. Okay? But also, 554 is my son's number. And he's out there. So he's like going, hey mom. Aw, isn't that sweet? And blue is his favorite color. And so in stack number 3, you get the Emperor. This is the big daddy dragon. This is, I mean, look at, he's bigger than that town, right? He's the one that he's worked many lifetimes and done many different kinds of things to get to his position. He didn't just win this position. This isn't like, in the movies where, they kill somebody to get to be in this position. No. This emperor has worked hard many, many, many lifetimes and is now at the pinnacle, way up here at the pinnacle. Like, this is the lifetime that all the other lifetimes were lived to get to this point. And this is where we are right now. In this lifetime right now. This is the culmination of our lifetimes. And in stack number 1, I talked about the eye of the needle. Well, this lifetime is the eye of the needle. This is where we've taken all those lessons from all those other lifetimes and we deal with them, we learn from them. We kind of like have a resume, like, oh yeah, I did that, I did that, I did that. I can check those things off. And now I can be the emperor, way up here. And what am I going to do as the emperor? I'm going to help lots of people. I'm going to help my family, my community, my town, my city, my friends, strangers. I'm going to use this culmination of knowledge and wisdom to help others. Isn't that beautiful? This is the big daddy dragon. And stable, because number 4 is stability. It can be strength. 4 legs on a table, 4 legs on a chair, 4 corners on a house, if your house is square or rectangular. Big daddy dragon. Overseeing all, helping all. Everything we do is for the greater good. The greater good. That was from my son. This card, also because we got 554, this is saying this is who we need to be for what's coming. That leader that's inside of you needs to shine and come out. There's nothing you need to do to prepare because you've already done lifetimes of preparing. But just know that there's going to be an opportunity for you to rise up, to help your family, to help your neighbors. Maybe it's like stack number 1. Helping yourself get rid of all that baggage so you can fit through the eye of the needle. And when you help yourself get rid of all that baggage, then you can help others. This is what I did. Now, maybe you can try that. That's what we got to do. We need to encourage each other. We need to love each other. We need to show compassion and forgiveness for each other. Remember, every person that comes in your lifetime is there for a reason. Sometimes they're there to tick us off because they're a trigger. Sometimes they're there to go, does that bug you? Does that bug you? Does that bug you? And our job is to look at ourselves and go, yeah, that bugs me. Why? Why does that bug me? What aspect of me needs some healing? So that we can be up here, we can be the emperor to help others. Know that this is coming. It's coming this year. There's going to be an opportunity for all of us to help our neighbors. But just like in stack number 1, we have to work on ourselves. Don't work on other people so that you avoid working on you. You want to come back and do this again? I don't think so. Pretty much every person I've ever talked to says, yeah, I don't want to come back and do this again. Work on yourself so that you can become the emperor. Okay? Doesn't mean you're going to be sitting on a gold throne full of crystals and telling everybody what to do. It means you're going to live from the heart, and you're going to care about those people. Sometimes somebody just needs a hug. The Emperor can give a hug. But an Emperor can also help take care of other people in other ways. Okay, so be the Emperor. I don't feel at all like there's an Emperor coming into your life. This is you, baby. This is you. You becoming the leader that you're supposed to be. And sometimes that leader is just for our group at work, or it's just for our family. And that is enough. Don't think, oh, I have to take care of everybody. The universe will bestow upon you the resources that you need to do what you need to do, but also the universe will bestow upon you those people that need your help. Sometimes it's one person, sometimes it's 10, sometimes it's 20,000. It depends on what you signed up for. Okay? And remember, you signed up for all of this. All of it. Yeah, you just think about that. I've thought about that profusely over the years. Like, really? I signed up for this? Yeah, I did. I remember doing it. Okay, so that is stack number 3. You get the Emperor card. Let's grab the singing bell. Apparently everybody is out mowing their lawns today, and I'm going to have to do that tonight. Thank you for joining me. I love you guys. You're the reason I do what I do. And I am sending you blessings of love, light, peace, joy, happiness, success, divine health, and all good things. Because I know you're worthy, and I know you deserve them all. We all do. Because we are worthy of being loved. Namaste, my beautiful soul family.